I woke up feeling like I was being baked in the oven because it's hot. It's hot. It might feel nice outside, but since this room has all these windows, it gets hot in here. So I got a little fan going and stuff over there, but I had to move down here because all the heat was coming in where my head was laying. So yeah, I gotta come down here and just finish writing the rest of my dream. Alright, so y'all wanna see the view that's just outside my window? Boom, that's it right there. Let me get the wide angle for y'all. Yeah, looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Then we got another one I'm about to open over here. So this is a breathing exercise that I do almost daily. I want to get consistent with it where I'm doing it daily, but I'm basically breathing up the life force energy from my root all the way up to my crown chakra and all the way back down. So it's breathing into my physical body, breathing energy, life force energy into my physical body, circulating it, and also breathing it and circulating it throughout my toroidal field. So I'm breathing in I'm also visualizing energy coming in from the earth and higher dimensional realities as well. All right, so while I'm out here grounding, just relaxing, getting set for the day, I just wanted to let you all know what this channel is and what it's here for. So this channel, I'm gonna be vlogging a lot more, and I still have my other channel, Rahzier, the Wise One, where I'll be sharing a lot of self-mastery tips and just teachings in general of how to become a better version of yourself, how to become the highest version of yourself. But this channel, I'm in Southern California, this is where I live, and my soul's been screaming at me. Literally every aspect of my being has been screaming at me to get out of here. Get out, go travel, live abroad, and just get out of here. And you may be wondering, let me pause. You may be wondering why I would want to leave a place like this, a place that's so beautiful, so gorgeous. But when your soul tells you it's time to go, it's time to go. So that's where I'm at right now. And this is basically documenting my journey from where I'm at right now, which, just being totally flat out honest, I've been broke and struggling for the past, few years. And I've been working on building my own business and everything, training business, being a personal trainer, sports performance trainer, basketball trainer, and all that good stuff. But my soul is calling me to a higher calling. My soul is calling me to fulfill a deeper purpose that I came here to do. So that's exactly why I need to get out of here. So my plan right now is to make it to Bali and Thailand and kind of hop between them two for a while, since they're not, they're geographically kind of close to each other. Southeast Asia, same region, same general region. So, and I have a friend that's going to be out there. We've been talking about, planning a trip out there for a little while. She's going to be out there regardless, and I'm going to be out there regardless. And I'm just, I'm basically on my timeline right now. I had to accept that where I'm at right now isn't in a place where I can actually just get up and just go to wherever I want to go. But that is the life that I am creating for myself. So this is basically me showing my journey of how I'm actively creating my life, the life that I know I should be living, the life that I know I can be living. And yeah, Might be, like an everyday vlog. It might just be, whenever, I feel that urge, or whenever I feel that calling to vlog. But this is literally day one of me creating my new life. So I welcome you, and yeah, let's have a great one. It's gonna be a great trip, great journey, great vibes, great energy, all that good stuff. It's gonna be everything that my soul needs, and hopefully that everything that your soul needs as well. So let's get into it. Look at this little guy right here. I don't really know what it is, but it's cool. I love nature. Camera focus. There we go. There we go. The butterflies out here. Where'd you go? All right, so here we're driving back from dropping off my uncle at his car appointment. He had basically contracted me to pick him up from his house and take him to his car appointment where he dropped his car off to get fixed because it was in an accident. And then basically this is me just driving back home from doing all those, and I love that house right there. But this is me driving back home, taking the rich and scenic route home because I live pretty close to a very wealthy area. The homes that I live in right now, I'm renting from my uncle, my other uncle on my dad's side. But what I'm renting out right now is close to everything that you're seeing right here in this video. And sometimes I just love taking this road home because it allows me to see what's possible, what I can get in my life, not just for myself, but what I can grow into and, help other people grow into as well. All right, and we back. Yeah, just ignore the messy room and everything, but you see the state of it right now. I'm just living in a room that was slated for construction or refurbishing. And I moved in here because at the time it was pretty much my only option. Moving in here because it was at my parents' house. The option there, well, there was no option there because we were demoing my room. And the reason why we're doing that is because it had severe water damage. Not the entire ceiling, but there's two big holes in the ceiling that caved in. So I'm glad that it wasn't there when it happened, but it wasn't livable anymore. And I did live in it for a little bit after that, but it was so bad, like the mold, the rotten wood, and like termites flying, and just a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't even want to get into right now. But it was unlivable. So here, this room was my only other option, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm very grateful to have a room over my head, or a roof over my head, a room to live in, a bed to sleep in, and everything, and a place to make my own meals. It's great. It's wonderful. But it could be a lot better. Just keeping it light, but it could be a lot better. But yeah, so I just want to say that within the next few months, my plan is to be walking back to my own apartment in another country, like Thailand, like Bali, like I want to go to Ireland, go back to Ireland too. I want to spend some time in other European countries and South America. So that's what I'm calling it right now. I'm walking back into my own apartment in another country. So yeah. And we are back in the car again. And I decided to go, I think I'm gonna go to my favorite nature spot. Well, one of my favorite nature spots in the area. And just get in the water for a little bit. Because there's a stream there, there's a running water. And I just really feel like getting out and grounding in nature right now. So yeah, I think I'm gonna head there, and yeah, let's jump to it. And we are here. Always love coming to this place. So beautiful. So beautiful. So we made it just before, probably like 30 minutes before sunset. And I just wanted to get my feet in the water down here for at least a few minutes. Just like one of my favorite spots to come to. My hair's all wild right now, but whatever. It's one of my favorite spots to come to. Is immersed in nature. The water's right here. And it looks like I got my spot all to myself. Yep, nobody else down here, so all to myself. It's just exactly what I wanted. Ooh, almost trips. Well, screen's still good, everything's still good. So you want to know something? So I got this iPhone specifically to create content with and to just, I got it as a work phone pretty much. Creating content, recording videos, and, audio, recording audio, recording, self-mastery coaching sessions that I do. And it's dope, it's good. I've never been a fan of iPhones really at all. And the only reason why I got this phone is because of the camera quality. Both the front and the rear camera is very, very good. That's like, to me, that's the redeeming quality of this phone. Other than that, I don't really like it. Not to talk down on Apple or nothing, but I just never been a fan of the Apple products besides the Macs and their computers, and that's it. But I got this phone specifically to record content with, and one of the major features that I really, really wish this thing had was the ability to just flip the camera while I'm actually recording. Like on my Samsung, it's Samsung, like right here, Samsung S20 from 5 years ago, 5 years ago now. It can do it. It can record front and back, you can flip it while you're recording and everything. You can flip from the front camera to the rear camera. Why can't you do this on iPhones? I don't understand. This is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Like, you gonna tell me that you can't have a simple feature like that where you can't just flip the camera around? So, that's my only gripe with this thing. There's more, but I won't get into that right now. But yeah, other than that, I love this quality. It's great, and yeah, there's gonna be a whole lot more content coming, a whole lot more. So another thing I'd like to share, just on a more, serious note, is how much this is helping me get out of my shell. How much just vlogging in general, like this is literally my first vlog ever right here. My first vlog ever. I hope you guys can hear me over the water right here. Let me just check and make sure. So yeah, it sounds like it's good enough. But yeah, I was just saying that this is helping me get out of my shell, because I've spent so many years of my life just basically gatekeeping almost everything that I've been learning and studying, and how much I've been growing and evolving and everything. I haven't been sharing that much of it. Like, I think like I might have shared like maybe 5%, if that, of what how much I've grown and what I've learned and how much knowledge I've gained, how much wisdom I have to share and everything. I've barely shared anything outside of to close personal friends. Like my real close friends, like they've heard and they've seen a lot of my growth. They've witnessed it, and they, heard me express it and everything. But as far as, like teaching just out like in the public, being in the public eye, it has not been something that I've really wanted to do, but it's something that I've always felt that was necessary for me, that I needed to do in this life here on earth. Because we all live multiple lifetimes. To me, at least, there's no such thing as only living once, unless you consider the fact that we are the soul. We are even the being behind the soul, but we're always living. We're always alive. We're always conscious. We're always aware. We always are. We always have been. We always will be. But in this physical vessel, this is, our only life in this incarnation, in this iteration of ourselves. It's a lady with her dog back there. Kind of caught me off guard. But yeah, I haven't really ever shared much of what I really feel the need and the desire to share. And I've done it a little bit on my other channel. I have a few videos up there. I made more in the past, but I deleted a lot of them. And I only have like, I think like maybe seven videos up on there, maybe 5, something like that. But yeah, this is like therapy, like exposure therapy for getting used to really sharing and being myself, being my full, true, authentic self, without caring what other people think, without trying to perform, without, wondering what people think and all that stuff. Like, just letting all that stuff go and just being me. Because the reason why I've been holding back is because I just doubted myself too much. I always doubted myself way too much, and how good my message is, and like how good I share my messages and everything. Like right now, like I'm messing up over my words, and before I was afraid to speak because I might stutter or I might mess up a word, or whatever, small things. But the message is the message, and my soul, my spirit guides, everything has been telling me to share my message for so many years now, and I haven't been. And now it's like do or die time. It's literally do or die time. I can't wait around no more. I can't hold off anymore. I gotta share. I gotta throw myself out there. I gotta, like, it's like, when like birds, like they grow too big for the nest, and so they literally have to just jump out of the nest and fly. If they fly, they live. If they don't, they die. That's literally what it is for me right now, do or die time. So this is me doing what I know I need to be doing. And I'm grateful for everyone who tunes in, who taps in with me. And I pray that everyone gets something out of this, because my goal with this channel, with these vlogs, are to just share more of myself, document my own growth, and share my wisdom that I have with you guys. And also, of course, make it fun and entertaining every step of the way, because this is the very beginning. This is near where I live currently, but I'm traveling the world. I'm traveling the world. And I want to take every single one of you guys with me on that adventure as best as I can, making it as fun, as engaging, and everything good that I can do, that I can put into it, is going into it. All, like, my soul is going into it, my spirit is, every aspect of my being that is good, healthy, harmonious, and beneficial for everyone, including myself, is going into these videos. So if you like that, travel content, spiritual content, just, self-mastery, self-improvement, self-development, everything to do with that. And you're gonna see a whole lot more of me, like more sides of me, more aspects of me, and all that stuff. So if that interests you, if that intrigues you, then stick around. There's gonna be a lot more. This is only the first of many, many, many to come. So this ain't the end of the video yet, but I just wanted to get that out. Just wanted to share that. Look at that. Look at that. Focus. There we go. We got a little family. I don't know if it's a family or not, but we got some ducks down there. I love seeing nature just doing its thing, living life, chilling, right before sunset. Coming back for maybe looking for food or something. Maybe it's out for a stroll like how our seniors do. I don't know, but I just love it. They're embodying their true essence. They're embodying all that they know how to be. So why can't we do the same thing? Chilling right here, right by the water. And look at the sun reflecting off that cliffside right there. It's just so beautiful. And you got the wide angle. I like doing this. See a whole lot more. Kind of distorts the picture a little bit, but it's dope nonetheless. Surrounded by nature. Just enjoying everything. See how big these trees are, how tall these trees are. One place I really want to go to is the Redwood Forest and also the Sequoia National Forest. Here, I'm not near there, but I really want to go. So yeah, and if you all have any like ideas or suggestions for like trips, travel trips and everything, well, travel trips, road trips, just little, mini trips here and there, just let me know. Because I'm in Southern California right now. I don't have, well, let me not say that, because I'm being very intentional with my words and how I use them. So we'll just say right now I'm focusing more on just short trips around the area. So, but I don't really want to disclose where specifically I'm at right now. I may in the future, but I don't know, just for like safety and security and everything, I feel like it'd be best to just kind of keep it on the down low. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, I want to visit like the Redwoods, Sequoia National Forest. I want to go back to Yosemite, because I've only been to Yosemite. Oh, let me get up for a second. I've only been to Yosemite once in my life, and that was only when I was like 9 or 10 years old, something like that. I actually remember on that trip I almost drowned. That was a pretty wild experience. But we're in a inflatable raft, and yo, that's actually pretty crazy. I had a dream where I was in an inflatable raft earlier today, like before I woke up this morning. But yeah, I was in an inflatable raft, and I was the only one in it because everyone else had got out. So everybody else jumped out, and then I forgot how, because this was literally like 20 years ago now. I forgot how, but I flipped over. The raft flipped over on top of me, and I was trapped underneath. I'm only like a little 9 or 10-year-old boy. I didn't have the strength, and I didn't really know how to swim. I just knew how to keep myself above water, apparently, because I guess I learned somewhere along the way. But I knew how to keep myself, at least my head, above water. And so I was doing that. But I didn't know how to swim. I didn't know how to dive underwater and swim down and swim back up and everything to just go underneath and come back out on the other side. But I was stuck down there because I didn't know how to swim. And I was scared. Like that was the first time that I faced death. and like the possibility of dying, at least that I remember. But yeah, I was afraid, and I was stuck under there for I think like 45 seconds to a minute before somebody noticed that the raft was flipped over. And I think my cousin saved me. My cousin, I won't say her name right now, but my cousin saved me. Shout out to you if you remember this. But yeah, she saved me by swimming down. She knew how to swim. She basically just swam down deep enough to swim up quick enough to like push and propel the raft up over off of me, because she was at the time like maybe like 14 or something like that, so she wasn't like, you know, a grown woman or nothing like that at the time. So, but yeah, she saved me. She saved me. And I don't even remember why I brought that up, but I was talking about Yosemite, and that was the first thing that came out that stuck out to me in my memory. But other than that, man, Yosemite is beautiful. I want to go back there. I've never been back there as an adult, so I really want to take a trip back there. Been to Lake Tahoe once again. That was last year. Dang, it was almost exactly a year ago that I was in Tahoe. Wow. I was there for one of my good friends, his bachelor party. He was getting married, and he had it out in Tahoe. We had a nice trip. Just got to relax. I was only there for a day, and because I was only able to show up late. I had another obligation before that, but yeah, that like I got to cruise around the lake and just see all the beauty and everything, and just take it all in. Just meditate by the water, see what life is like in that part of the world. It was beautiful. I want to go back again. And I took a cross-country road trip to Atlanta, and that that was amazing. That was really, really dope. I got to see so many different things, and there is some. I might dive into that story another time, but there are some really, really interesting things that went on during that trip. Some a haunted motel. Traveling on the old Route 6, the original Route 66, that was like part of it was abandoned, looking like we're back in the 1800s. it was wild, man. It was wild. But yeah, I might dive into that another time. Just have a little story time. But those trips were amazing. But other than that, just traveled around the region. Like I've been to San Diego, LA a bunch, of course. I don't really like LA though. Got some good brothers and sisters out in Long Beach, some Long Beach family. Been up to Northern California, the Bay Area a little bit, but mainly just Sacramento and like smaller towns in that region. And yeah, one of my best friends lives up there. I want to go visit her again. And yeah, I've done a decent amount of traveling, but the only time I've been out of the country was to Ireland, and that was almost a year ago. In, I think, a little less than a month. It'll be exactly a year ago, because I was there last August, mid-August. I stayed for about 2 weeks, and that trip is what changed my life. That trip, hands down, changed my life. Like, because before that, I knew I wanted to travel and everything, because I love traveling, but mainly it was focused on the U.S. It was on like taking road trips and, you know, like just traveling around, exploring, seeing what, you know, the whole country has to offer and everything, just seeing it. But since going to Ireland, man, like I already knew that I didn't really like the US, even though I did want to see a lot more of it. But after that, man, it was like, nah, I gotta leave the US, and I don't want to return for a very long time. And the only reason why I will be returning after traveling abroad and living abroad is because I have family here, close family here that I'm not directly responsible for, but maybe I'll disclose more of that in the future. But let's just say that they'll probably be needing me back at least a few times throughout the years, instead of just being able to travel freely and like just never coming back here. That'd be great. I'd love to do that, but I feel that I do have some responsibilities here that needs to that needs me, that needs my attention, that needs my presence physically here. So, but the goal is travel as much as I can, be out of the country as much as I can, see as much of the world as I can. And the root of that is to learn more about myself, travel more, learn more through traveling more, because every part of the world is going to expose new aspects of yourself that you probably didn't know were there, or that you knew were there, but they didn't arise, in those specific ways that the energy of a certain part of the world brings out. So that's what I plan on doing. Growing more, learning more about myself, diving deeper into myself, doing a whole lot of healing, a whole lot of shadow work, a whole lot of learning from different masters around the world. Like, I want to learn yoga, I want to learn Tai Chi, I want to learn Qigong, I even want to learn Kung Fu. That'd be dope too. Bars unintentionally, but yeah, I want to. So basically, the root of it all is to heal, to learn, to grow, to evolve, to expand. So yeah, that's the real reason why I want to travel. Not just to have fun and do all kinds of fun things and everything, because of course I'm gonna be doing that too. But the real reason is to learn more, grow more, heal more, see more, achieve more, do more, expand more. So that's really it for me. So thank you for this unofficial therapy session. There's just, again, me talking to the camera like this, me being more open and vulnerable and transparent, and just, showing myself. Like, I was so, locked down mentally and emotionally, especially emotionally, because dealing with so many things in my life, depression. At one point I was having, a lot of thoughts and stuff. I don't even know if you could say that on YouTube. I might blur that out, but again, just being open and transparent. I didn't want to be here anymore for a while. And as much healing as I've done while still being here in my hometown, at least in the region of my hometown, you can only heal so much in a place where you were hurt, because so much of the subconscious programming that has been created from a young age is still here, is still within me, is still active. I can try to do as much, unlearning and relearning and reprogramming, deprogramming everything, but there's only so much I can do here because I learned how to survive here. So those codes, those programs are deeply, deeply rooted into my subconscious mind, so deeply that a lot of them I'm not even fully aware of. I may be aware of parts of them or aspects of them, but to really just uproot the whole thing and actually heal from it fully, I feel that I can only do that in another place that is unfamiliar for me, and especially places that I actually want to be in. Because, again, as beautiful as this place is, I only have a few places that I actually genuinely want to be in. This is one of them, and then maybe one or two more, but that's really about it. I don't have a favorite, spot to go to as far as a favorite restaurant or a favorite pub or cafe or lounge or anything like that. There's really none of that out here that I'm attracted to, that I'm drawn to. There's some country bars and stuff like that. I'm not in the country or nothing like that, but just where I'm at, that's more the demographic, or at least there's a large demographic of those types of people that go out, listen to some country music and stuff, and whatever they do, drink and everything. Because I don't drink, I don't smoke. I do consume psychedelics though, yes, mushrooms for sure. But other than that, just plant medicine. And I count marijuana as plant medicine, of course, but I just don't. It feels like I'm already kind of naturally on that vibe. If I really want to tap into it, I can. But I just literally don't like the smoke going into my body. I'm very, my body is very, very sensitive. That's why I'm plant-based. I'm very conservative with what goes into my body. And it's funny because a lot of people think that because you're plant-based or you're vegan, that you have a limited diet. But to me, that's what expanded my diet. Because I didn't like most things before being plant-based. I didn't like meat. I didn't like, there are like a couple dishes that I like with meat in it. But I wasn't asking, oh, can I have some steak or can I have some chicken? Like, no, I was like, oh, chicken again for dinner? I guess I'll eat it. I guess I need it for protein and all that stuff or whatever, but nah. As soon as I went plant-based, my taste buds started expanding so much more. And that's what I feel like I'm going to be doing with traveling, expanding so much more. Because again, like relating that back to the food, you know, I was tolerating what I was eating, same way that I'm tolerating living here. And again, some of y'all might say it's crazy to tolerate living in a place like that, but it's just so much here that isn't for me, at least anymore. And I've never been one to like be outside, but as far as like outside, like in the clubs and parties and everything like that, I went to like one party in my life and I was only there for 15 minutes and I bounced. I was there with my best friends, my brother, and we were literally there for like 10, 15 minutes. We looked at each other, we said, nah, we gotta go. We gotta go. So we bounced. And but I bring that up because when I was in Ireland, I actually felt so much more social. I felt so much more open to socializing and talking to different people and just going to shit, like find a nice cafe to chill at and stuff like that. Just walk around and be open. I don't feel that at all here. I do not feel that at all here. Not at all. And, well, let me rephrase that. I feel that, but I don't feel that I'm supposed to be doing that here. I have the craving to go out and be social and everything, but here, it just feels like there's nothing for me. It feels like I'm a plant that's been planted in a pot, but I've outgrown that pot so long ago to where if I stay in here any longer, it's just going to cause me to just decay. And that's not what I'm about. I need to expand. So I need to get about this pot that I've been in and leave, travel, experience a whole new life, a whole new way of life. Because again, that's what I experienced in Ireland, and it just opened my eyes up so much, man. For real. It opened my eyes up so much. It opened my heart up so much more. And if you're into astrocartography, I was on a sun line. No. I was on Chiron line. Midhaven, I forget all the specific terminology, but it was basically a line where it dealt with the wounded healer. And I am a healer, but I've been wounded. And again, it's very hard to heal in a place where you've been hurt so much. So, yeah, that's why I feel the need to go back there so much. So yeah, that's on my list for sure. Yeah, I think I'm in this clip here. I've been talking. I don't want to make this to like a whole like video in itself, but I did want this vlog to be at least more than 10 minutes. Probably not more than 30 minutes. So somewhere just in between 10 and 30 minutes. Because again, this is my very first vlog ever. So let me know in the comments what you would like to see. How long you'd like the videos to be, because like my pacing is different from a lot of other people. I like to have a more slow pace, more calm, more relaxed, because this is how I live. This is me, and I want to be authentic. I don't want to have a bunch of jump cuts and, a bunch of edits and everything, and a bunch of, B-roll rolling in the background, and like, I don't want it to be like like a Mr. Beast video where it's like jumping from one thing to thing to thing to thing. That works for him, and I enjoy his videos, but that's not me. That's not me. So I'm saying authentic. So yeah, the pacing is gonna be a little more slow paced, but I don't like to label it as slow pace. It's just my pace. So we'll see what that is. So let me know if you like it. Let me know if you have any suggestions, because I'm open to suggestions. Like I said, I'm here to grow and to learn. So let me know. All right, now let's get down from here. Ooh. and put our shoes back on so that we can get home and get some dinner going. Man, I'm so grateful for this spot. Just look at this place, how beautiful it is. This would be a spot where I always come back to whenever I'm in the area. Even after years of traveling abroad and experiencing many different places across the globe, this is one spot where I will be excited to come back home to because I'm super grateful. So grateful. Is that a bat flying around? What is it? Yeah, I think that's a bat. Oh, they ever see those? Yep. Thing is quick. So, yep. It's not even a hike, it's just a little nature walk down to the water. Right after sunsets. And now we're going back home to get some dinner going. And I do want to say too, I mean, if anything, like this shows who I am as a person, because it's Friday night that I'm recording this on. A lot of other people would be out, doing stuff, clubbing, partying, whatever, hanging out with friends. I did invite one friend to come here with me today, but again, shows who I am, because on a Friday night, I'd rather be out in nature and just enjoying myself, meditating, grounding, listening, tapping on my spirit guides, tapping with the spirit of the trees, spirit of the water, spirit of the earth, spirit of the land, spirit of the air. That's what I like. That's what I enjoy. And like this. Can't really see it, but like that. So, yeah. That looks so beautiful up there. The sunset, the light of it, reflecting off the cloud. Dang. That's pretty. Look at that view. I really love this drive because that view, yeah, I love it. Alright, so I just got into the kitchen now, and yeah, it's late. It's late, and I wanted to make dinner earlier, and this is something that has been an ongoing theme in my entire life. Always eating dinner late, getting to sleep late and everything. And because I just started feeling really tired after I got home a little bit earlier. I got home at 8:30, and then I sat down and rested in my room for a while. And now it's what? Now it's 9:47. So yeah. So I had a long day. I had a long week, really. I had to drive 45 minutes. Well, first drive to pick up my uncle about 20 minutes away, and then drive 45 more minutes to pick up his car, and then drove back to his place, and then drove another, about 15 minutes to go pick up his car again, and then it took me about 35 minutes to get back home. And yeah, it was a long day, a lot of driving. But yeah, we in here now, about to eat regardless because I ain't going to sleep on an empty stomach. So yeah, I'll show y'all what I make. All right, so we get the potatoes ready because we're making a stir fry. Let's turn the roaches and bells, turn the bell hits. So we got the carrots and potatoes up in there. Next up we got bell peppers and onions in there. And then chickpeas after that. So now we got potatoes, carrots in there. We got the onions cut up, the bell peppers cut up. It's coming together nicely. All right, so yeah, dinner is cooking right now. And I just realized, well, I realized a little bit earlier, but I kept forgetting that I barely ate anything today. After having such a long day of driving, helping my family out and everything, and finally getting a chance to relax, I just realized that I only had a bowl of cereal and a few dates today. So, yeah, unfortunately, this has been something that I've been used to, but I want to change that to where I eat at least 3 square meals a day, because I have not been doing that, and it'll be really good for me to do it, because I keep imagining myself or I keep asking myself man, what would I look like, or what would I feel like, what would I be like if I nourish myself properly every single day? Not just in food, but also just, everything else that I need physically, like comfortability, a place to relax and, get good rest and everything. Because that's something that's been a major challenge for me the past few years, of just eating well, sleeping well, resting well, and just being comfortable so that my nervous system is also comfortable. But again, another reason why I'm planning on traveling so long to heal. And yeah, that's changing. That's changing. With every word that I speak, every second that passes, every thought that I have, every action that I take is changing. It's changing for the better. It's coming together very nicely. Let's keep it going. So just put the chickpeas in there. Now we're about to season it all with these wonderful seasons. So basically done now. And then we're gonna turn them into wraps. It's 11:11 and I'm still cooking. But we almost done. About to load these up. Throw some cheese on top. And then you'll see after that. So this is how all 3 of them are gonna look. So this is the final step in the process. Fry the bottom of it. How does that look? I don't know how this coming on camera, but yeah, that's the final step right there. And just like that, they are boots. So, if you couldn't tell, this is one of my real heavy go-tos. I have this, whether it's in wraps or just regular stir fry, I have this at least a few times a week. I'd like to expand my menu, but at the same time, I'm kind of tired of cooking. So, but I'm still grateful to be able to have a place to eat, to cook, and my own food to make. So yeah, it's really a blessing. So I don't want to sound ungrateful for it, but it is what it is. I'm grateful to have food on the table, grateful to have just food to eat, period, and we're gonna enjoy it to the best that it can offer. Just in case the last shot didn't come out well, this is the finished product. And yes, I do eat all of that. There ain't no leftovers left over. I eat all this in one sitting because I eat a lot. Really, the only thing that's missing from this meal is the greens, but I was gifted this lovely sprouting kit for greens. I'm gonna be setting that up pretty soon. I got that from one of my clients that I train, his parents. He had an extra, gave it to me, so I'm putting that to use very, very soon. So finished eating dinner. Well, I finished eating dinner about an hour ago, but it's already like past 1 a.m. now. So I'm just going to brush my teeth, just do my night routine, stretch, and then go to sleep and meditate before I go to sleep. All right, so that was just a quick stretch before I go to bed. And what's I gonna say? Oh yeah. So that's going to do it for this vlog. It's been a long, full day. Y'all didn't get to see all of it, but you saw pretty much all the good parts. Besides when I got to see my mom, my grandmother, my cousin, and my uncle. But yeah, other than that, y'all saw all the good parts. I'm tired right now. I haven't been resting well and resting much at all, but I'm still, grateful to be here. Grateful to be learning, growing, expanding, and evolving. Grateful to be fulfilling my soul's purpose. I really am, even though it's been tough. It's been tough lately. I mean, really the past few years, but hey, everybody goes through tough things, and the ones that respond well, those are the ones that really grow and achieve everything that they came here to achieve. The ones that don't respond well, good luck next lifetime. But yeah, so I'm about to turn the lights off, go to sleep, and we'll see what adventures I get into in the astrals. Because I always have some type of dreams, whether it's prophetic, whether it's just something crazy, whether it's a lesson, doing a subconscious or shadow work in my dreams in the subconscious realm. But it's always something for me. It's always something for me. So I might start opening my vlogs with the dreams that I had the night before the morning of the same vlog. So yeah, I'll consider that. Might be a good idea. But yeah, much love to you. Wholeness, love, honor, and respect to you. Stay tuned for more. I got a whole lot more coming along the way. And I don't know if these are going to be like daily vlogs or if they're going to be just kind of like whenever I have like an interesting day ahead of me. I'm not sure yet, but I just know I need to be doing this, and this is what I'm doing. So much love. Stay up. Love y'all. And wholeness.